What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Arrow video. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, slap a like on it. If you enjoyed the episode, I'd love to know and hear what you think on the episode in the comments below. And I will be doing my 10k celebration here this weekend, and I will be doing a Q&A and a setup video for that as well. So you can go and check out the previous videos that I've done, and also you can leave your comments below and let me know what questions you want answered by yourselves in the video. And well, yeah, thank you so much for the 10k. It is really appreciated. I'm beyond over the moon at that. Now, this episode of Arrow is something I was looking forward to for a very long time. I mean, I was particularly hyped for this. I was really hyped for the Legends of Tomorrow and the Flash episode this week, especially the Flash, because it was the Elongated Man. And you can check out my video on the Elongated Man on my channel as well. But here we had Michael Emerson, who is one of the big bads this season. We have, of course, we've got Anatoly, Black Siren, Richard Dragon, and Cayden James. And Cayden James played here by Michael Emerson, which was completely and utterly not a shock at all. I thought maybe they were trying to expect us to be shocked by the fact that this is the kind of who Michael Emerson will be playing on the TV. But no, we were not shocked whatsoever, which was really funny because it wasn't a mystery or anything like that. And I really do love Cayden James, or Michael Emerson here. I think he's a great actor. I loved him on Lost. I haven't seen him in person of interest, to be honest. So, well, I may check that out at some point. But he was stunning on Lost, and Lost remains to this day one of my favourite shows of all time, and I highly recommend you go and check out Lost if you haven't seen it. Now, I was really looking forward to this, like I said, because obviously it is introducing a big bad, and we have the payoff of the Helix storyline, which personally I really liked. I did like the fact that last season we had Felicity go behind Team Arrow's back in some way. It's not nefarious, but she is trying to, do things her own way, and really she's taken a cue from Oliver's book where he goes about any means necessary to get the job done, which is what he has done throughout these 6 seasons. And here we have the blowback of that, and well, we did have Felicity work with Cayden James, or at least try and help Cayden James last season to get him out of Argus. And when he realised that she was actually working or still with Team Arrow, well, he left her alone. And I really did love the way the entrance here of Cayden James. I love the fact he's not really interested in killing people. The way he talks to Black Siren here, he just says, like, try and make it simple, make it a clean death, make it not painful. And he's not in the business of being or causing pain or making people suffer in that way. So what I mean by that is that he doesn't want people to be suffering. He's not like Black Siren, where she seems to get joy out of hurting people. He's not interested in that kind of violence. It's quite similar to, if you've seen Kingsman: The Golden Circle, well, you can go and check that out. And that has a villain played by Samuel Jackson who is repulsed by killing and repulsed by people, kind of gore and violence. So yeah, quite similar there, to be honest. They are two kind of tech geniuses. And really, I felt that this was a bit lackluster, and I'll explain why. So we start off with Olicity, which, yeah, it's back. It is here to stay. They're possibly going to get married in the future. And really, Oliver needs someone who he realises that he needs to settle down. He needs a mother figure for William, and Felicity is that. And when you look at it in that angle, when you look at it from those optics, as this show likes to call it, well, it really is actually, it makes sense. But it just falls flat. It feels forced between these two actors and actresses. It just doesn't really work, unfortunately. Something about it just feels false. Now, what I did like was the fact that Oliver was on the back foot here. He is on the back foot. He is not Arrow. He is not in any way be able to help Felicity because this is a tech problem. And we have the chick from Helix come in, and, well, she presents the fact that Cayden James is evil, and he wants to what he wants to do will cause 4% of the world's population to be killed, which is quite a lot, really. Like 300 million. I would have thought that it might be a bit more than that, but you know, I've not worked out the percentages of 7 billion people. Regardless, the plan is that the plan was to take down the internet, but that's not it. And, well, he seemingly wants to frame Felicity for some reason. There's not really any reason why he wants to take out Felicity, other than the fact here is that Cayden James had his plan and she was like, no, you can't do that. You can't shut down the internet. That'd be terrible. And boy, was the tech discussion in this episode beyond cringe. Why is the internet, the entire internet in a room, seemingly in Star City? That's the entire internet. It's literally like something you'd see on like NCIS or Law and Order, when you see those kind of like, I'm doing some hacking, and they just zoom in on something and someone's just like typing on like a calculator or something. It's really bad. And if you're going to have a tech villain, you're going to need to understand tech. And Mr. Robot is the only show that seems to understand hacking, technology, the cyberspace world. And I sit there and I watch that show and I'm like, I don't understand any of this. This is so complicated. So I guess I can understand why they are sort of dumbing down this tech thing, but it just seems a bit, okay. And in the final battle, we actually saw them destroy these servers, and like, you're trying to save the internet, and you're running in and you're smashing all this stuff up. I was like, okay, that's really weird. But it just fell really, really flat here for me. The Olicity, the first half of the episode just really was a bit weak, to be honest. I really didn't like it. Just boring. I think that is really all you can say. It was boring until Cayden James came in, and he was really, really interesting. And that was it. It just was a shame. It is, but then again, to be fair, this is a setup episode. They are setting up the future storylines and arcs for Cayden James. So if they're setting up this, well, you can't really blame them too much. But maybe the Olicity will get in the way in the future from future storylines. And the show's creators did actually mention that Oliver is going to be like Overwatch in this episode, but he was Overwatch for like 2 seconds. And he came in and bungled and ruined Felicity's sting on this weird kind of club where this hacker was there. And I was like, what? Throughout the episode, it just seemed like Oliver's mindset just was a bit stupid, to be honest. He was completely stupidly overzealous when he's supposed to, actually be the mayor and not supposed to be running into clubs and beating people up. Now, also, cringe was the Black Siren in this episode, kind of seducing these guys and killing them, getting their key cards for the domain name servers, which still, what? I can't help but think maybe this is the real back end, not a domain name server, because that's handled by someone else. This is like GoDaddy or 123reg here in the UK. Yeah, it just doesn't really feel right with me. But I really didn't like Black Siren in this. I don't think Black Siren works as a villain. She's just really one-dimensional. She's just villainous because she's on another Earth. That's it. It's just a real shame. I want to understand who she is, and it just doesn't work here with her being Cayden James' lackey. She was Prometheus's lackey last season, and they've really just reduced the poor old Katie Cassidy to being a real B player here. And we've got, obviously, our new Black Canary, who is really, really good. And you're just like, why have you got this one here at all? It just doesn't make sense. And hopefully we'll learn why she's actually working with Cayden James. Presumably, maybe he took her off the island. I thought maybe Anatoly would have taken her off the island perhaps as well. Who knows? But a real kind of... it was a shame this week, but it is a setup. The scenes that Michael Emerson he was a fantastic actor, and really that's what you'd expect from him being a fantastic actor. One little tidbit as well is that the public are completely behind everything that Team Arrow are doing. It was like a 70% approval rate or kind of people who are the anti-vigilante bill. So it looks like Team Arrow have the public behind them. So why are they worried? Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. But Curtis ships or let's see the lady who is voting anti-vigilante, well, she ships them as well. Yeah, I guess the public are behind that as well. But I hope they move forward. I hope they improve the kind of tech stuff this episode. And it was a shame, really, that they kind of dropped the ball with this. And if you're doing tech stuff, you're going to need to, you know, get it right. Or at least, you know, not make it really, really dumb. So, let me know what you think in the comments below of the episode. I really did like it. Next week, we are going to be getting Deathstroke. Deathstroke is back, people.
I need you to help me find my son.
Your boy was snooping around some not so nice guys.
Where is my son?
The situation is complicated.
Trust me on this one. Don't make this man angry.
Arrow. All new next Thursday at 9/8 Central on the CW.
Deathstroke is looking for his son, and I loved in the trailer when Oliver was like, "Yeah, you don't want to see this guy mad. You don't want to see this guy do this, go mad or whatsoever." But we see some amazing action scenes. We've got Oliver teaming up with Deathstroke. They're working together to find Jericho or Joe Wilson here, Slade's son, and that's who they're looking for. They're going to be teaming up. Hopefully, we see the Arrow and Deathstroke proper like action, jumping over each other to beat people up. But it looks like it might be a possible special ops mission that's gone wrong for Joe Wilson, and that's why he is in prison and he's in with the wrong people. It looks like Russia, so perhaps we're going to see more maybe of the Bratva as well. Perhaps. That'd be cool. But that is going to be over 2 episodes, so it's going to be over 5 and 6. So the next 2 episodes are a Deathstroke 2-parter. Now, in this episode, we are also going to be getting the Vigilante, and part of me is starting to think that perhaps what will happen, we have good old Slade try and work out where his son is, only for him to find out that he is the Vigilante. Now that would be some great drama, that would be some great TV, it would be a great character moment, and revealing who the Vigilante is would be freaking awesome and tip the whole mystery on its head, because Oliver and Slade are now working together. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.